Alright guys, we are back with some more MX versus ATV Legends, and today we have a pretty big patch for the game. So, kind of just want to jump into the highlights, but we have some bike customization, some rider customization, some track changes to the 2024 replicas, some changes to some modes, and some physics changes. Now, it doesn't go into detail really about the physics changes, but we'll check them out, see what we can find, and if I can get a breakdown of the patch notes, I'll probably put a text on screen so you can know exactly what was done with the physics if we can't tell obviously like right away. But yeah, let's just jump into it and check it out. So, just jumping right into the highlights here, we have series mode for the 2024 AMA Pro Motocross tracks. 2024 Spring Creek and Washougal have been updated to be more like the real-life event. They added a feature where you can switch from laps to timed format in the event settings, so kind of cool. Also, in event settings, they added new countdown triggers, so kind of goes hand in hand with what we just saw. Now for the physics changes, they don't say exactly what they did here in the highlights, but they say if you go to the MX vs ATV Discord, you can see the detailed patch notes there. So I encourage you to do that. If we can't tell exactly what it was in the video, I'll make sure to get some text on screen if I can see the detailed patch notes before the video goes out. More Fox gear has been added to the game with boots, helmets, and goggles. And for the big one, we have Bell Moto 10 helmets here with the Monster Energy and the Red Bull version. New graphics kits for the KTM and the Kawasaki. And last but not least, we have some new graphics kits for the Element bikes. So I'm not 100% sure what was new and what wasn't, because I know we did get some Fox gear a week or two ago, but I'm pretty sure these would be the new boots that were added in this update. We have these 5. Kind of go through them here. Same would go for the goggles. I'm not sure what we had in the game already, but pretty sure it would be these. Kind of go through them again. And finally, on to the helmets. Now, I'm pretty sure all these Fox helmets would be new, but maybe some of them were in the gear drop from a week or two ago. You'll have to let me know in the comments, but pretty sure most of them are new. Maybe these two aren't. But the big one would be the Bell helmets. We have the Bell Red Bull. We have a bunch of them. Bunch of them here, and then the Monster Energy version. So pretty cool. I know a bunch of people were asking for it. Here you go. Moving on to the bike customization, we have 3 different graphics kits to show you. Starting with the Kawasaki, we have this one, and this one. For the KTM, we have this one, and this one. And last, we have bike customization graphics kits for the Element bikes. We have this one, and this one. Now jumping into the track changes. So I didn't, aside from the video we did, I haven't really been on Spring Creek. So I'm not going to know exactly what was changed maybe, but I would assume they maybe did some minor adjustments here in this section. Probably a bit in this one as well. Would assume some changes here. Feels similar, but maybe some changes. This is maybe a little bit different, more rough there. This, I'm not sure. That felt like maybe it was a little bit different. This is definitely a bit different. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure. The hill should be very similar to what it was. Oh, this is possibly different. Now you kind of had that jump in the middle of it. Pretty sure most of the rest of the track here should be very, very similar. This is pretty similar to how it always was, if not identical. And then the end. Oh, they changed it a bit here, for sure. For sure, that was a bit different. And then this, maybe a little bit different too. Pretty subtle, you know. I mean, I think that the version of Spring Creek we had was very similar to what was in real life. Just some, you know, minor changes, but yeah, good stuff. Now moving on to 2024 Washougal. Similar to Spring Creek, I haven't really been on this track since they added it to the game. So I might not notice every tiny detail, but we'll try. Or at least show it to you so you can tell what the differences were. Now maybe that jump is a little bit bigger. Not sure. Whoa. Whoa, I thought we were going down. Jump back down the hill. Don't notice any differences here. Feels pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. They changed this. Remember the riders were like sending it way out to here? So that is basically the same. This part, don't notice anything. This is that different? I don't know. I don't know if that's different. So I don't think we had the raised inside corner there before. Maybe we did. But I'm not sure. I don't think we did. In real life, you saw that. This is all pretty much the way it was. Same with this part. Or no, this is a little bit different. Isn't that where Deegan got a bit out of control or maybe even dumped it over in a rut? So that is different. They adjusted that part of the track. This all feels pretty much the way it was. So yeah, the biggest change was definitely where we just ran through it a little bit, where I'm pretty sure that's where Deegan had some issues during the race. So good changes for sure, minor but good changes. Okay, so I want to kind of test out the physics changes that they said they did with the terrain deformation and just the physics in general. I'm assuming the bike physics a little bit. And when we were on Washougal and Spring Creek, I didn't really notice too much. The biggest thing, and it probably, you know, I haven't really played the game too much in the last week or two, so not super fresh with it, but going through those rollers at Spring Creek felt smoother, but that probably doesn't have anything to do with what they changed. It's just maybe they changed that section. Now, I did turn the terrain deformation on max. I know somebody asked me why I don't use the terrain deformation. I like the terrain deformation, but if I'm just trying to do smooth, nice laps, I'm totally fine with no deformation. But yeah, I do enjoy the terrain deformation. It's just doing I wouldn't even say a hot lap because it's not really that fast, but if I'm just trying to do one nice lap, what difference would it make if I had the terrain deformation on, you know? Because I'm only going to run one lap. So that's kind of, and oh yeah, we're still using the auto. So we bogged a bit there, but I don't even want to like speculate on what would be different because the whips and stuff to me feel the same. Like the in-air physics, they didn't say they did anything to the in-air physics. I don't have the detailed patch notes yet, so Again, I will put it on screen if I can get them. Maybe it's just the way, if the track gets really, really rough, the way you interact, or the way the bike will react and not interact with the ruts. I'm not sure. But I kind of wanted to see how the bike reacted to the ruts, because sometimes that can be really, 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 really harsh. And I know they've worked on that over the years, trying to improve it. I think overall, the bike feels smoother just going through these ruts and hitting these ruts. It doesn't feel as choppy, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. It just feels smoother. And I don't know. It just, like, the bike absorbs it better. It just feels like, I mean, I feel it there. You can feel them. And the bike is definitely kicking around on them, but it just feels like smoother and more nice to take. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I would be really curious to see. We are struggling so hard in first person. It's my favorite camera angle in the game, but it is difficult for me because I'm not very good, because I don't use it too much. We way over jumped. Whoa. Are we going down? We're not going down. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I would be really curious to see. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.